Well, hey guys, so a few months ago, I was in Shanghai. I spoke at an international aesthetic conference called MCAS on laser resurfacing. Anywho, when I was there, I chatted up my derm colleagues in China, so the Chinese dermatologists, and really found out and got the dirt and DL on the skincare products that they recommend to their followers and patients. These are Chinese brands that are really wonderful in formulation and obviously underrated. And so if you're heading to China anytime soon or live in China and can VPN in, watch this video. These are the must-tries that are recommended by the dermatologist locally. Hi, my name is Dr. Jenny Liu. I'm a board-certified dermatologist and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I'm really excited to share, being Chinese American myself, I'm rediscovering all the amazing products that China have. And it's really so fascinating to see. I've been back to China now a few times for work and for visiting family, and really have learned quite a bit about Chinese skincare and formulation. In fact, China has gotten quite advanced, very comparable to Korea and Japan when it comes to formulation. And they're actually quite strict on the regulations, as well as the marketing and the testing. So really excited to share all of that. And so if you're wanting to learn more about Chinese skincare, if you're really into Asian skincare like me, then you definitely do not want to miss this video. I would love it if you can give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that notification button and subscribe to my channel. Okay, before we talk about the brands, I want to just share some interesting facts that I learned this time around. Number one, when it comes to skincare regulation and formulation, China is quite strict. What really surprised me the most this time around is talking to dermatologists and brands is that for any product to make a claim that is not found in China, for example, like SkinCeuticals, CeraVe, Cetaphil, Estee Lauder brands, what have you. But if they want to make a claim in China, and market that product, it actually has to have clinical testing done in Chinese patients. So for example, even like SkinCeuticals see-through, like that's such a really reputable, really popular product, but to sell it in China and to make certain claims in China, like for example, even brightening, it has to be tested on Chinese consumers. So they're a lot more strict actually about the marketing component, what products can talk about or not. And also the clinical testing that is relevant to Chinese skin. So that really blew my mind because they're actually quite strict, even more strict than the US market when it comes to what can be talked about, when it comes to just product marketing. And two, regulations too. China is pretty regulated with their formulation. I don't know all the nuances, but that was my impression when I talked to, again, the brands and dermatologists, and they're quite advanced too when it comes to formulation, very comparable to Japan and Korea. Obviously something that's not readily shared, but for example, I did not know this, but a biotech company called BioHylux, they make hyaluronic acid globally. In fact, they're one of the biggest HA distributors worldwide. They not only make hyaluronic acid that is used by Estee Lauder, L'Oreal brands, but they also make it for cosmetic injectables that are used throughout Asia, in Europe, and United States. So they're quite advanced with their formulation. And then lastly, what is really interesting when we talk about ingredients and differences, what is super trending, and I just see this very uniquely to China, is collagen 3. Collagen 3 as an ingredient that comes in the form of injectables like skin boosters, very similar to PDRN. PDRN is also popular, I think, due to the Korean influence, but collagen 3 is super popular. So in skincare boosters, as topical serums that you can buy in ampules or little capsules, as well as sheet masks. So collagen 3, you can use it, and a lot of dermatologists will actually use it post-procedure or to complement a procedure like applying it with microneedling, or say a sheet mask after laser, or just using it straight up regularly to help support the skin barrier. And what's unique about collagen 3 is that it is the predominant collagen when we look at baby skin. So baby skin, it's a ratio of collagen 1, which is the predominant collagen what we have in our skin as adults. But collagen 3 tends to be more abundant in younger kids and babies. And it's really what gives baby skin kind of that doughy bounciness. And we lose that over time. And unfortunately, we don't actually make more of it. And one of the reasons why we think baby skin, when it's traumatized, don't scar as readily, we think it probably has to do with that ratio collagen 1 to 3. And I don't know the history behind why collagen 3 all of a sudden got super popular in China, but within the past couple years, it certainly has. And I think the idea is that collagen 3 is supposed to help, again, collagen itself is super big and probably doesn't penetrate the skin readily as topicals, which is why I think the best use of it is still kind of to complement in-office procedures. But SkinCeuticals has a unique collagen 3 booster and an ampule serum that has been shown to increase skin elasticity, bounce, and firmness. And there's a lot of skincare brands, some of which I will actually share today, that is recommended and used by derm clinics during procedure and post-procedure is collagen 3. So really fascinating. I just don't see that ingredient here. I don't know if it'll ever make it here, but that is one trendy ingredient that is literally everywhere when I shop at like Watson, which is like the sister drugstore to Sephora in China. Okay, enough said. Starting off with brands. Number one is called Pechoin, which the Chinese name is called bakuchiol. This you can kind of think about as like the Estee Lauder of Chinese skincare. It was founded in 1931 and it's an oldie but a goodie. Really, like I said, it's the Estee Lauder of China and combines kind of the herbal traditional Chinese medicine with up-to-date like biotech cosmetic science. And they have a lot of different products. Some of them are just like really nostalgic because I remember this blue balm that I used to use as a kid, like my parents would put on my chapped skin, what have you. But they've recently come up with new innovations, including a really popular line that I purchased. I have yet to use, but this is one that my derm colleagues in China rave about as far as like what to buy at Watson or drugstores in China. So their youth revitalizing line is a relatively new line that is really meant to help improve skin rejuvenation, helping with dullness, fine lines, wrinkles, brightening, hydration, but done in a gentle way. And really, the formula is derived from plant extracts and also pairing with skin repair actives that really stems away from using harsh ingredients. So you're getting kind of gentle skin rejuvenation and repair. So there are a few products in this line, including an essence and a moisturizer. Both of them I purchased. So we'll see. I have, like I said, yet to use it, but like I said, it's one that is really popular and it's like almost like a must purchase from like one of the OG skincare brands from China. But the Youth Revitalizing Repairing Essence, this is like a lightweight anti-aging essence that's meant to prep the skin, smooth texture, and provides hydration. And again, ideal for sensitive skin. It has peptides in there, and it really was done in collaboration with one of the pioneers in peptide science, Dr. Carl Littner, who is really well known for the peptide science. And again, just a really wonderful, lightweight, watery essence that helps to prep the skin. Great to use alone or as the first step of your anti-aging skincare routine. Ingredient wise, it's got this nice peptide complex that helps to plump the skin, reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, that absorbs really quickly without any sort of irritation, greasiness, or heaviness. And then in addition to peptides, also has other plant-derived extracts that help to support your skin barrier, like reishi mushroom, that is a really popular traditional Chinese medicine ingredient that's great antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and skin rejuvenation benefits. So this is one of the really popular products from within that line. And then following that up with the moisturizer, which is a creamy yet lightweight moisturizer that helps to nourish your skin without any heaviness. I think the one thing that that really struck me a lot is just the texture. For some reason in China, people really don't like heavy nourishing creams. I'm all about that, but I think it must be like the humidity or the environment, but they really don't like any sort of greasy, sticky feel. So even nourishing moisturizers is like a light lotion. So if you have oily and combination skin, I feel like a lot of Chinese products probably would suit your skin really well. But this is a really great nourishing cream, but still really not heavy or thick or occlusive, that has a combination of retinol, ginseng, and peptides to really kind of comprehensively target and help to rejuvenate your skin, repair your skin barrier. The texture, like I said, is really elegant. Aside from those ingredients, also has a niacinamide and panthenol. So yeah, if you are looking for like one of the OG Chinese brands to try, Pechoin is definitely that brand, and this is kind of their new line, especially helping with anti-aging concerns. Definitely worth checking out. Next brand is Winona, and I'm very familiar with this brand. Unlike the youth revitalizing line that is new to me, Pechoin is not, but that line is new to me. Winona, the entire brand, I'm very familiar with. I haven't tried all of their products, but definitely stocked up on a bunch last year when I went back to China. I mean, this is really the most popular Chinese skincare line when it comes to sensitive skin. And I think it has to do with the pollution in the environment, but sensitive skin is the most common concern in China. So a lot of the products you will see in China are really kind of formulated for kind of reactive and sensitive skin. But yet at the same time, the texture is really lightweight because again, Chinese people just don't like thick, heavy creams. But this actually, the story behind Winona, it was actually founded within a Chinese hospital backed by a pharmacy. So they actually, I don't know which hospital it is, but the hospital itself used to make its own products. And then again, over time, it got really popular and then was kind of bought out by a biotech company. So now they really make skincare for the massive Chinese population. But it is actually really much rooted in science and clinical background. In fact, they have a huge dermatology advisory board, more than I've ever seen of dermatologists like recommending and supporting their products. And they're also really well known for, again, using kind of traditional Chinese herbal medicine actives in their skincare for helping to soothe and calm reactive, red, inflamed, rosacea prone skin. They have a lot of great products. All of them are fragrance free. And what I like about Winona is the fact that they actually have various different lines targeting different concerns. So from anti-aging to brightening to acne to barrier support to post-procedure. So really like there's something for everyone, but their most popular probably has to be like their barrier repair cream, or I like to think of it like almost like a lightweight serum, because even though it's a cream, it's so lightweight, it's like a lotion. So the Winona Soothing Moisturizing Tolerance Extreme Essence, this is a great one that I think it's really worth checking out if you were to just like say, okay, I want to try this line. What should I use? This is definitely one of them that's most popular. This is a really lightweight, almost like a watery light lotion essence, as the name implies, that is great to use regularly to calm reactive skin, but also can be used post-procedure depending on the procedure, like a light peel or say like an IPL treatment, something that's not breaking your skin. This will be great to kind of calm and soothe and reduce redness. It's really made for, again, repairing compromised skin barrier, absorbs really quickly. It doesn't have alcohol, fragrances, or any harsh preservatives, and can be used, like I said, post-procedure. It's got centella extract, panthenol, beta-glucan. That is really, I feel like, an underrated ingredient that helps repair skin barrier and reduce post-laser redness, actually. And then other ingredients helps to hydrate the skin. And then another one that is a little bit creamier, but again, nothing comparable to like a thick, dense cream like petrolatum, but their rich moisturizing series, the Repair Cream, is a great one. It's one that's really ideal for more dry and sensitive skin that kind of has this silky, cushiony texture that is more nourishing, but again, still not heavy. That it really helps to moisturize, helps to reduce any flaking, dryness, redness, again, free of alcohol, preservatives, or fragrances, and also suitable for post-procedure use. So very similar to the essence, but in addition has squalane, more emollients, panthenol, beta-glucan, ceramides, and centella. So I would say those are the two great barrier repair products if you have sensitive skin, wanting a few things to try. Another one that is, I think, really cool that I picked up this time that I did not last time is their anti-acne paste invisible patch. So this is like a pimple patch. but it's ultra thin. It's really meant to blend into your skin. I think you can probably even use it under makeup. It also helps to absorb some sebum, so great at kind of those red angry zits, helps to reduce acne, and also you can use it on post-acne marks as well. Has anti-inflammatory as well as antimicrobial ingredients. So it is very similar to the standard acne patch, but also contains low concentrations of salicylic acid that's non-irritating, centella, and green tea extract that helps to reduce inflammation and kind of work on those red angry pimples, treating them while protecting the pimples at the same time. Brand number 3 is Proya. It's not as well known outside of China, but it is by far one of the more popular skin rejuvenation anti-aging lines in China. They have a few different products, but the most popular is like the Red Ocean Deep Ruby line that I've actually talked about in my previous Chinese skincare video that I've used. Their serum and moisturizer that contains retinol and peptides. But yeah, really wonderful formulations that are really effective yet gentle. I think from the line, I mean, there's so many wonderful products, but if you are really interested, their sunscreen is actually really elegant too. So the Deep Ocean Energy Whitening Sunscreen, I don't like the fact that they use whitening, but it is a really popular term. Essentially, it just means brightening. A lot of individuals in China do desire kind of that more fair complexion, and so a lot of the ingredients or formulations will have actives that are not skin bleaching but say brightening, like niacinamide or vitamin C. But this is a broad spectrum SPF 50 and PA4+ sunscreen with advanced UV filters that we don't have here in the US, that is really lightweight, non-greasy, fast absorbing, great for daily wear or even using it in hot and humid environments. And believe me, in China in the summertime, it gets hot and humid. This is one sunscreen that it feels pretty elegant, not sticky on your face, even when it's super hot and humid outside. So advanced filters, great for oily combination or even sensitive skin. Filter-wise, like I said, it has ones that we don't have in the US, ones that are actually used quite commonly in Asia and Japan, so in Korea and Japan. So like Tinazorb S, Uvinol A, that offers broad spectrum UVB and UVA coverage. Niacinamide with that brightening benefit, vitamin E, antioxidant, and glycerin for hydration. So that is one product I think is really worth checking out if you're looking for like an elegant Chinese sunscreen. Otherwise, like I said, their Ruby line when it comes to anti-aging, their serum and moisturizer, I mean, all of them are really great. The moisturizer in particular, it feels really luxe, but it's not super expensive. It's really meant to help firm and lift and soften the skin with wonderful actives, including ruby extract that's known to really help to strengthen the skin barrier, providing some anti-inflammatory and skin rejuvenation benefits, peptides, hyaluronic acid, and squalane. So there are, and what I love about this moisturizer, it actually has different formulation depending on your skin needs. So it has a soft cream that is really like lighter, meant for like neutral combination skin, great to use all year round. There's a light cream that's more for oily skin, a little more lightweight, or you can use it for more like the summer, springtime. And then there's a more nourishing cream, but still, for me, my standards compared to like products I've used here in the US is still not as thick or occlusive, but definitely more moisturizing compared to the other two. But yeah, this cream is more designed for like dry skin or to use in the fall and winter. So I love that there's different selections depending on the season and your skin needs. So great moisturizer, and I love peptides in moisturizer. It's a great complement to retinol. So this one can be used alone or pairing with your tretinoin or retinol from drugstores. Brand number 4 is called Chando, and this one, like Pechoin, is also very nostalgic. I remember looking at this brand and their sheet mask is, I feel like, what they're really well known for. When I was little, like in middle school and high school, at like in stores, and certainly they've gotten a lot more advanced and newer with the formulations, but they're really well known for using botanical actives derived from the Himalayas, combining with advanced skincare technology and science. And, you know, there are so many wonderful products, and the one that I keep hearing about from everybody that is worth checking out is their sheet mask. And certainly there's so many sheet masks from, not just from them, from Chando, but just in general in China and Asia. And so if you are overwhelmed and you're shopping in China and don't know what to get, I would say get this one, because this is the one that everybody keeps talking about. And it is the Astaxanthin Brightening Ampule Mask. So this is using antioxidant and astaxanthin, which is a powerful antioxidant that helps to brighten brighten your skin, improve dullness, helps to reduce skin fatigue, kind of any sort of stressors that may be put on your skin from the environment, helps to kind of boost radiance temporarily, combat that fatigue, helps to hydrate your skin at the same time. So great to use, like I would say maybe after a long day in the sun, or if you're just looking for some R&R for some good skin benefit, or like say during travel to kind of give your skin that instant pick-me-up, or like before an event or something. I think sheet masks are more like fun to do, provide instant hydration, skin brightening, and it can be worked into a regular skincare routine. But I would say just for kind of the sheet mask, like what they should be used for, you know, you're not going to get so much benefit compared to like a moisturizer because you use that daily. Not that you can't use sheet mask on a regular basis like daily, but that's a lot of time commitment. And I'm not sure, maybe irritating on your skin. But this is definitely one to kind of carry with you when you've had a long flight, like going to China or coming back from, China, what have you. But this is one that is full of antioxidants along with a multi-peptide complex that helps to support collagen, improve hydration, firmness, along with hydrolyzed collagen to kind of hydrate the skin, squalane, and panthenol. So this is definitely one sheet mask that is worth checking out when you are shopping in China. Brand number 5, Comfy. I mean, this is definitely one of the highlights of my trip in this sense. This brand, I actually first learned about it last year when I went back to China, and it was really the brand that introduced me to the whole collagen 3 ingredient concept. In fact, they're one of the original companies that made collagen, common and collagen 3. And last year, when I learned about this brand, I think they only made sheet masks that was clinical grade, in the sense it was only available through clinics to be used post-procedure. But now I think they've gotten so popular, they make a wide range of products from sheet masks to moisturizers to probably serums and other things that you can use on a regular basis to support your barrier, for repair, or to use post-procedure. But yeah, they're one of the first recombinant collagen 3 brands. In fact, they have like over 80 patents, and I think it is like the go-to when it comes to like, dermatologists recommending things to put on your skin post-procedure. And if you ever had a skin treatment in China, and I've had a few now, both times were like skin boosters, what they really like to do is put a sheet mask on, whether it's skin boosters or laser treatment or microneedling, for a couple of reasons. Number one, that sheet mask just instantly cools, feels really nice. And two, it helps to immediately get that skin barrier repair process going. And so often when you have a treatment done in China, they'll put that on immediately and maybe even give you 1 or 2 to take home to use the night of. And then certainly you can buy them now yourself online. And so if you're looking for like a collagen 3 sheet mask to use post-procedure, or just wanting to use some on a regular basis, I would say Comfy is the one that you should get. They're really well known, like I said, for their technology. They're one of the few with 80 plus patents. But yeah, this is kind of the professional grade that is meant to complement post-procedure, but also again, okay to use on a regular basis. But with the collagen 3, I do feel like you kind of have to have a breakdown in your skin barrier to absorb that ingredient, which is what makes sense why it's really meant to be designed to use post-procedure. Now, what's great about these sheet masks is fragrance-free, alcohol-free, great for sensitive skin, and helps to promote healing and repair and reduce redness. It's got recombinant human-like collagen 3 that helps your skin repair, along with hyaluronic acid, panthenol, and other soothing and calming ingredients. They also have a really nice post-procedure cream that also contains collagen 3 that can be like a great second step after the sheet mask. But I would say, yeah, if you are looking just to stock up on some post-procedure sheet masks or cream, like you get treatments done regularly, whether it's microneedling or like IPL or BBL or some sort of laser here in the States, and want something to complement those procedures that you can use at home, I would say this is definitely the line to check out. Okay, last but not least, number 6 is called Cons. This is a new brand to me. Like, I did not learn about it until this trip, but it's really a blend of like tech-forward anti-aging concept with kind of this luxe feel without breaking the bank. So really ideal for those that are in your like mid-late 30s, 40s, and beyond, looking for good skin rejuvenation, anti-aging line that feels really luxe to use, but not super expensive. So this is the one, and they have quite a few popular products, but the most popular one, I believe, is their like peptide serum, as well as their cream that really combines this unique technology of peptide complex to help support collagen, boost firmness, along with, again, hydrolyzed collagen, which is super big in China, squalene and panthenol, to really help to deliver those anti-aging benefits. And it's really pretty because the bottle is really like, it's red color, just feels really luxe, but again, relatively affordable compared to some of the other super luxe brands in China, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think from this line, what's worth checking out is their collagen softening lotion that really preps the skin, helps to deliver actives into the skin, again, combining the multi-peptide complex along with a niacinamide, squalene, and panthenol, wonderful ingredients to brighten the skin, support the skin barrier, support collagen, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And this one is really nice because it also hydrates but without feeling greasy or heavy. And it's a little rich, but definitely not super sticky. And it's also not watery at the same time. So really suitable for all skin types, but in particular combination normal to dry skin. And then you can also follow that up with the polypeptide collagen softening cream that again also contains hydrolyzed collagen, multi-peptide complex, squalene, and panthenol. So this entire line doesn't have retinol in it, but definitely can be used alongside retinol, or say if you're expecting or just can't tolerate retinol, looking for like an anti-aging alternative, this essence, lotion, and moisturizer can be a great combination to kind of support your skin rejuvenation goals and concerns. All right, guys, so those are the 6 brands that I think is worth checking out. I mean, there's so many more I can talk about, including like Dr. Yu and a few other brands that comes to mind, but it just will make this video super long. But if you found this video really helpful and enjoy watching it, let me know in the comments below if I should do a part 2 and share additional brands that I think is worth checking out from China. Let me know if you've tried any of these products or what other topics I should talk about next. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.